Welcome. Now in this video, we're going to clear up a common question for Canvas instructors. That is, what's the difference between pages and modules, and when should you use each one? Now Canvas gives you a lot of flexibility, but if you don't use these tools intentionally, it can lead to a confusing student experience. Now I'll walk you through what pages and modules do, show you how they work together, and give you an example of how to use them in a clear, structured, and student-centered way. All right, let's get to it. Now again, what is a page? We go to the Pages tab again over here, Pages in the left-hand course navigation menu. Again, I have this as my home page, but up at the left-hand side of your home page, your dedicated home page, you can select View All Pages, and then you can add a page again. So you can select this plus square here. So basically, a page is like a mini web page. You can use it to add text, videos, images, or links, as we talked about. You can see all my pages here. Another way to do it is that you can scroll over to modules if you already have some modules set up, and then you can add a page with this plus sign here, and then select pages in the drop-down menu. Now, one quick tip here is that pages are great for presenting information on a weekly overview or maybe reading instructions, or also some explanations that students need help before actually completing an assignment. As an example, I might use a page like this one here to introduce students to the course, or this one here to introduce them to the topic of the science of psychology. As I have videos, you can see this is a page. You see the week at a glance here. We have the readings for the week. So this is where we could embed a video lecture in week 2 and list what needs to be done that week. Week at a glance, I really love having something like that. Gives the student an overview. Now, what is a module? Again, so modules, if you go back to the modules tab, so you have the pages tab and then the modules tab. The modules are more than just content. They're really a structure that ties everything together. So the modules hold the content, all the items, the pages, assignments, quizzes, etc. So you think of them like a roadmap. Think of a module like a roadmap here. You can see its grade, where it says week 1, introduction to the course, and then it has the date. Now, you place your pages and assignments and quizzes and discussions into the modules, as you can see. So I have a discussion post here, I have an assignment, I have a quiz. All of these fall within the module. And this really helps to organize the flow of the course. So they're introduced to the material with the first page. They're introduced to the reading for the class. They're introduced to an assignment they have to complete before the end of the semester. Then they get to the week's assignments, the discussion, the assignment, the writing assignment, and then the quiz. And this is all in one place. So modules help students know what to do first, next, and last, all in one place. Now, when you use pages, so plus sign, add page, create page, italic example, page. So you can see it's unpublished here, but here's a page. So this is a page just like the start here, just like the reading, just like the introduction to this assignment. You can see the little icons here, page, 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 and this is a new page that's unpublished. So we can use this new page to present content, to provide instructions, to add context before an assignment or quiz, and also to embed a video or image alongside text. So as an example, before a weekly assignment, as I've done here, I might use a page that explains the topic or has links to the reading or the article that I want them to read. And it also outlines the learning goals. You can use it to outline the learning goals for the course or for the module or for the week. Now, when it comes to modules, I always organize my modules by week 1, week 2. So it keeps the student self-paced throughout the course. But again, you don't have to do that. You can organize modules by topic or unit. And this structure, this flow really helps guide students step by step through what to complete. So you have the module up top, week 1, where it says introduction to the course, and then my page that introduces everything, and then they go through and complete the assignments. They complete the reading, and then all the assignments. Now, one quick tip here is that some instructors use only pages and put everything there, but this can lead to a very scattered experience. Students don't always know where to click next or what's required versus optional. Sometimes there's supplemental readings, gets so bogged down for the student. So using modules helps solve that by showing a clear list of tasks in order. Now, this really improves student experience and leads to student success. So we want it very organized. Let's jump back into it. We want it very organized, just like this. And obviously, as you can see, you can combine modules and pages very effectively. Now I'm going to eliminate this example page I left unpublished. I just wanted to show you how to make a page, and then I'll select remove. This will be removed. So let's go to another page just so I can show you. These are some bigger assignments, so they only have a couple items here, a quiz and an assignment. Let's go to this one, mental health and self-care. So this is a module. See, this is a page I created. Again, it all follows the same structure. Now remember that you want everything consistent. You want students to expect to know where to go and expect what's coming up and where to look for information. So having all these pages standardized, I've used the same font, the same colors, minimal colors, and a week at a glance at the bottom. This really helps with student navigation, which also contributes to student success. So here we have this introductory page to this week's module, which is about self-care and mental health. Then we have a discussion post, as you can see. So they're going to make a discussion post. This is all consistent with the other assignments as well. You can see it's all consistent. So now let's go back, all consistent here. So you can see it has a very good organized flow to it. Now to recap, pages are for presenting information, instructions, or embedding content, whereas modules are for organizing that content in a very clear and step-by-step order. So the best approach is to use them together. Now, when you build your course with both tools, you create a clear path for students, one that really supports their learning, reduces confusion, and helps everyone stay on track. Now, in the next video, we'll look at how to embed multimedia like videos or PDFs and images into your pages to make your course more interactive and visually engaging. Okay, we'll see you soon.